Hi! Wow. I have some news, very exciting news. I'm not sure what's going on with me. I seem to be opening up, distractions. I seem to be opening up more and more as the days go. And I recently purchased a book on Amazon, and I think I'm going to put a picture of it or put the link in the description. I think it's called The 3 Waves of Volunteers to the New Earth by Dolores something. I was on Reddit and I was asking people, because I've asked everywhere that I could think of, I was asking people if they have heard or witnessed or been through similar things that I've been through. The geometric shapes, I always have to think what those are called. The orbs, stuff like that. And finally on Reddit, this guy told me to get this book. He said, there are things in this book that are like that. And I said, okay. And I kind of read the excerpt about it, and it had, it's about this woman who does past life regressions. Weird things are happening at this time. And the earth is in jeopardy. And I'm sure we all know this. And there's entities that volunteer to come and be born on Earth to try to help. What I've been reading is amazing. And you could choose whether to believe this or not, but I do. And reading it, I read over 200, almost 300 pages in one day, and that was yesterday, and I'm still not done. I was just so engrossed in it. I'm gonna turn my air down. I was so engrossed in it that I couldn't stop reading, and I hated that it was time to go to bed. I don't really force myself. I go to bed at 10 o'clock every night in hopes that I get a visit, because it's so positive and so exhilarating that I look forward to it. And I try to make a point to get in bed by 10, 11 the latest. I'm just going to say some things that I read in it, and the rest you could read yourself, or I could tell you more later because I'm not done with it. And, like I said, you could choose to believe this or not. You have that prerogative. But there's a part in there where this woman was regressed. And there's so many regressions in this book that I can't remember what regression goes to what person. But I will say that this woman went under, and one of the questions she wanted to know was why she kept drawing the geometric shapes. And the hypnotherapist had, and I can't remember what it stands for. Everybody has this thing, this person who speaks for them, which is called, she calls it a SC. And I think it's called the Sixth Council. I might be wrong. Don't quote me. But they usually speak for that person. And what that person is, the SC, is the one that guides them. We choose where and how we're born. Okay, so she wanted to know about these shapes. And the SC said that it is her... Shoot, I can't remember. Her... something in her is rising. Her vibration, her senses, everything that she needs to heighten is heightening, what, you know what I mean. And these shapes are a part of it. So I'm like, that kind of makes sense. And then, and when you rise like that, your vibration rises. And a couple of people, when they were talking about, you know, their bodies vibrate, they wake up to vibrating and stuff like that, and that's a part of it. But here's the funniest thing. In this book, it states that every one of us starts out like as a light being. There's God, then there's like this council. Just like on Earth, there's like, what do you call it? Like governing parties kind of thing. It's like like a workplace too. It goes down from president, CEO, blah 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 blah, down to manager, assistant manager. So anyway, there's God, and then God creates everything, of course. He creates solar systems, planets, aliens, people or beings on other planets. Some aren't even born yet. They just want to be light beings that help. And all of these beings that are not in bodies yet, I think, I might have that right, they help create other planets. They help create life on that planet. They make sure that it's run properly. And if it's not, they go in to fix it, like sending people that wants to be born on that planet to fix it. So you could be reincarnated as an alien. You could be reincarnated as a human. You could be reincarnated as an animal. This was weird. This one person reincarnated as a tree, which is really weird. But some of these people choose that. All of these people choose that because they want to feel what it's like to live like that. The vibrations, the energy, etc. I'm trying to think how everything goes. But in this states that some of us, you know, of course, are born an alien. And then it talks about how aliens live. They don't eat. They live off of energy. That's why they're so thin. Excuse me. But these aliens know if one of their alien friends left that body and become born in a human body, they come and visit. They watch over you. Of course, aliens are here to watch over us too. It says that in the book. And I know what you're thinking. Just because it's in a book doesn't mean that it's true. And you're right. You're completely right. I'm only believing it because reading it, it was like light bulbs are going off. It was like ting, ting, ting. And it just like opened me up. Like, this is why, that's why, you know. I think that's what it is. That aliens are watching our planet. And they watch other planets too. There's other beings that are watching our planet. The aliens are helping run our planet. To read this book is a better understanding than me telling you. I think, I don't know yet, but I think that's what's going on with me. I feel like I'm still being visited by aliens. I know that sounds crazy. I know you're thinking this girl's a whack job. I'm unsubscribing. Whatever. I don't know. I'm putting this out there to help other people like me, to help people. I just saw an airplane. I was like, whoa. But anyway, I help people that are experiencing things like I am, and maybe they can have answers or can say, hey, she's got this book, I'm getting this book, maybe it helped me too, kind of thing. You just never know. I think that's what's going on because it makes best sense. Like I said, I just got in the area where she's regressing people who were aliens or people who are being abducted by aliens because these aliens know that person and this person forgot, because when you're born on Earth, you forget your past lives. So this person was once an alien being presently abducted by aliens is freaking out because they're like, I'm being abducted, but in their subconscious, they're like, they don't know, hey, that's my buddy. They do put implants in us. That is a fact, but it's a positive fact. Some are put in there because you were once an alien, and this one woman she came as a human. Her blood was not getting enough oxygen, so they abducted her. They put an implant in her left hand, I think it was, to help put more oxygen back in her blood so she could survive. That's really cool. The ones that put up people's noses, that's for communication. So if the aliens want to talk to them, they can hear them better. They can communicate telepathically. Things like that. And I know there's more I'm wanting to say. I'm sure I'll remember it as I'm doing the video. But now I want to say this. Oh, before I say that, let me say this. I'm thinking also that's why I have such a fascination of UFOs. Maybe I was once one. I don't know. I feel like I crave the want or need to want to help them. I feel, I don't know, like when I don't get my visits at night, I don't feel, well, I kind of feel sad, but it's not like I mourn or anything like that. It's like, oh, I miss them, you know. I wish I had a visit. And the reason why is because I want to say their company feels good, but I don't really remember them sitting around chatting or anything. What I miss is the good feelings that I get. I still don't have my depression, which is awesome. I don't have anxiety either. But I miss when I don't remember them. I don't have a come down feeling like depression happens. I just feel like, you know, I miss their presence, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So when that doesn't happen, and again, it hasn't happened since my last video. I can't remember how long it's been, 3 days maybe, 4 days. And of course I start thinking about him, you know, I wish I could see him or feel him, whatever. And it's a yearning for them, I guess. It's like you have a very best friend, you hadn't seen him because the coronavirus is going on and you miss him, you want to see him, that kind of thing. Yesterday, reading this book, and like I said, I can't remember everything. There was a couple of times where I closed it thinking, oh my God, you know. It says in there a couple of times that these people are freaked out when they're abducted because they don't remember. But once they're going to the regression, their subconscious is talking, their SC is talking, whatever. And then of course they remember. And then when she records it and then plays it back to them, and of course they're really going to remember. She said, sometimes they come to you in dreams. There's been many times where I had dreams, and I'm talking many times, that I would leave to go to the store or do something else, and I'd always dreamed that I left my kids behind. And I started freaking out in this dream, thinking, hey, I got to get back. My kids are going to die, or they're going to run out of the house and get lost, you know, because they're going to freak out I'm not there. And I'd wake up in a full-blown anxiety attack. That was weird. So I don't know if that's what was going on, because I've had a lot of those dreams the same way. I don't know. There's also this thing, and everybody is supposed to have them. They had told this one person had told the hypnotist, for this woman, when she feels in despair or whatever, for her to call the All. The ALL, the All, to come and help her. That is her group. And then other people that were being regressed said the same thing. We all have the All, that is our All, that helps us. They would even scan their body under hypnosis, see if there was anything wrong, and the All would fix it. And it's like an individual person's counsel, protectors, whatever you want to call it. I haven't meditated since I read the book because I've been so into the book. I'm hoping to be able to meditate today. And I'm going to call my All and see if they can open my third eye, if they can help me open up more. If I open up anymore, I don't know what's going to happen. There's so much more I want to discuss, but I'm afraid to, because I am so scared that you guys are going to think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. Last night, like I said, you know, I closed the book several times, of course saving my place, but I'm like, oh my God, that's so real, that's so me. And so a couple of times I had closed my eyes, and I could do it so quickly, I don't know how, but it's like I transverse into a different, if you meditate, you know what I'm talking about. You kind of go blank, and you seem to go in another place or something. And I told him, now I know. And I told him, come and see me tonight. I'm so excited. You know, I want my visit and blah, blah, blah. Okay, on one of my videos I had said that I woke up to 3 finger taps. That was rhythmic. It was like a second apart. It wasn't like boop, 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 and it wasn't like boop, boop, boop. It wasn't nothing like that. It was like 3 seconds apart. And I woke up. Of course, I gasped because I'm like, oh my God, what's that? And I saw that beautiful little orb. Okay, so of course, I wouldn't sleep very long. I'm so excited to tell you this. I fell asleep. And my TV goes off, a little sleep timer thing goes off in 2 hours. If it's not changed a channel or anything like that. And it was going. So I wake up, and I'm not sure what it was. I have asked them several times, wake me up again like that, because although it scared me, I wanted it again, and they haven't done that. So I don't know what this was. But it's funny the way it happened. I'm laying there sound asleep, and all of a sudden, I remember, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember exactly. It feels like I either jumped so hard that it shook the bed, or I was dropped. I don't know. But I know I was touched, which is important to me. And I don't remember if I was touched in one spot or two. I want to say it was a touch on my arm and my leg on the same side, because I was on my left side. And it was at the same time. It was like they went like this. And I woke up, and I saw a see-through shadow just zoom by in the front of me. And they were kind of hunched over like they were in a hurry. I don't know. But I remember following it, and I sat up thinking, where'd it go? And there was another beach ball size orb. Okay, this one was different. It was like, of course the room is lighting up and dimming. You know how TV does. It was beach ball size. The outline of it was like lit up. And then in the middle of it was dark, like the room. And then it looked like a single blade in a fan going around. And it was lit up. And it wasn't real bright. It was shiny, electrified. I'm not sure how to describe it. But it was going around and around. And I sat up and I kind of smiled at it, because I always want to indicate, hey, I'm not scared, I'm not angry, I'm friendly, you know. And it stayed there. And I don't know what distracted me from that, but I looked straight at my walls where all my geometric shapes are always at. And they were there, and they were different shapes again. But this time, they were very bright, white, sparkly, energizing light just falling like this down the shapes. And I was like, whoa, wow. It was so amazing. And I looked back at the orb, and it's still there. And I keep looking back at my walls, and they were just raining in light. And it was like pulsating. And I'm like, what in the world? What is this? What is this? And I was just steadily looking at that orb too. And it goes back to the doorway, and it's like, it looks like it's shrinking in size. I'm not sure. Or it's because it's going farther away, it looks like it, and then it goes down the hall. And I'm like, well, okay, that's over. And I telepathically thanked them for coming to visit. And I laid down and went back to sleep. But then something in me kept waking up, looking around, making sure they didn't come back. And they didn't. That's what happened. I don't know. Mentally, I'm thinking that geometric, why do I always do that? The geometric shapes are for protection in more ways than one, for them and whatever else. I also think, now that I've seen them pulsating and just vibrating in the light and stuff, that it is a higher energy. But, I mean, I have high energy right now. Why am I not colorful and beaming? So it kind of doesn't make sense. It makes sense, but it doesn't. Why would they exuberate? Is that the right word? These geometric shapes all over because they're in their room and they're full of energy. If that makes sense. It could be a combination of both, their energy and protection. I don't know. But that was so exciting for me. I was like so happy. I was just like, woo! I wanted them to touch me again because it's more of a confirmation that they're there. Because in my head I'm thinking, am I really seeing things? Am I hallucinating? Am I going crazy? But no. So that's amazing. So yeah. And a lot of these abductions, people that are regressed have said that they see light beings or balls of energy. So I'm wondering if that's what they're describing my beach ball size orbs are a ball of energy. I'm sure everybody describes them differently. I don't know. And another thing, we do go through walls, we as people, when we're abducted or visited or taken. I don't like the word abducted because that means that you're forcibly taken. But we do go through walls and ceilings. They have that capability of doing that. It could take your soul. They call it a light being. You have a light being too. A being is what they say. They can take that and leave the body, and the body will survive. It sits there and breathes, and sleeps and rests. They also state that if we are one of these people who are governing other planets or doing other things to help planets or whatever, that we go do that while we're sleeping. We all are supposed to be astral traveling. Let me think what else. Oh, and this was weird. I read a little bit today, and this was weird. And I'm like, wow, that's really weird. You know how you leave one room in your house or work, and while you're in that one room, you're like, oh, I need to go get such and such out of the kitchen or the bathroom. And on your way there, you pass that area, or you don't even make it, or you're there and you're like, what was I getting? What was I doing? And you're racking your brain. What was I doing? I come to get something. Well, they say that, I can't remember what they call it, but a part of you leaves and goes take care of a task somewhere else. And then they come back that fast. And that's why you kind of go blank. Like, what was I doing? But I know a trick on that. They say if you go back to the place where you thought of, you remember it. Which still makes sense, because if you astral traveled somewhere, a part of you, and you go back, you're still going to remember to the room. So that kind of makes sense. So, yeah, that's interesting, because I've often wondered what makes us forget like that. That's crazy. I'm going to read more, and I will share more, of course, out of the book. I might send a picture at the end of this video. If I don't, I will put it in the link, not in the link. I'll put the description of it below. That way, if you want it, you can get it on Amazon or wherever else, I'm sure. So this video, oh my gosh, this video is a little bit longer. I'm excited about it. It's going to take forever to download. I hate that. Maybe if I edit it a little bit, that it'll take some minutes off. Also, I don't think I'm going to stop investigating or watching or looking for these UFOs or trying to figure things out on that part either. So I'm keeping my little intro clip for now until I know what I'm going to be doing. I still want to do that. I still want to travel a little bit and do that. I still want to get my Sprinter van and fix the inside up as a little tiny home. And I want to travel around the United States and look for these things. I don't know if you actually have to do that, because they come and find you anyway. But I still want to travel, so it doesn't matter. If anybody wants to help me in that, I have a PayPal that I always link down below, and I will save that and put toward the van. So with all that being said, I'm going to end this right now. Again, if I have any more visits, I will let you know. I'm going to read the book. I'll let you know more on it. I'm so excited, you guys. I hope you're having a good day wherever you're at, or a night. Please like and subscribe. Give me that thumbs up, because it puts it in the YouTube algorithm. It puts my videos out there and I get more subscribers, in which helps me and my channel. It really will help me. So I appreciate it, guys. You have a great day, and I love you. Bye.